Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome you guys to the channel. Your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. Today we got one for All the Bright Places. It's a film on Netflix. Kind of like a drama romance film. Thought it was gonna be I thought it was a rom com. Y'all know Netflix usually nail it with the rom coms, but they actually nailed it with this movie. It starred Ella Fanning and Justice Smith. Ella plays a girl, Violet, who is dealing with like some stuff that happened to her recently. Like, kind of like something that was pretty traumatic to her. And Justice plays Theodore, who also is dealing with like some stuff from his past that's like giving him like a bad label at school. Like people call him a freak, a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And he's not necessarily bullied, but like he's clearly gone through some things, and from when you don't know a person or something like that, and they might seem like the weird kid or something like that. Either way, these two meet in in like a not an awkward situation, but it seems like a very intense and like real situation, and become friends. And the film is basically about uh, dealing with whatever you've had to overcome in life, and like always pointing out the there are small moments in life of like real happiness and joy and peace and something you should always take advantage of those. Hence, all the bright places, and I think they did a really good job. Only thing I will say, there was time I was really into the movie, and there was time I was kind of taken out, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really understand Theo's character, but by the end of the film, I think his character probably the one I think I most relate to, um, and not even for the same situations though. Definitely not for the same situations, but like I think his character, the way, because like he always kind of had this like facade thing that he kind of this like this. There's something about him. And you meet people like this all the time who are super energetic and hype, and smiling all the time, but they battling with their own demons. But you don't get to see that part of them. You know what I'm saying? Even and if when that parts of them, when that part of them comes out, nobody's around. They try to distance themselves away from people until like, hey, because there's a scene in here where like he kind of ghosts everyone and comes back like nothing ever happened. He's just like big smile on his face, and it's you know what I'm saying. I think I know me. I've done that. I do that numerous times. You know, it's kind of like just like a part of me. And like Ella Fanning's character, like she's kind of in this state. She's kind of like this traumatic state, uh, to where something very very significant happened to her, and like that affected her life directly. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sticks with her. Something you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's just I've never had to deal with personally, and I'm happy. I don't thank God every day I've never had to deal with it. But yeah, it's just this whole dynamic of having somebody there all the time in certain situations, but then when that person's not there, it's kind of you get into like a little dark space, and that's definitely where these characters go. Um, but yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just certain times where I would kind of get taken out of it, and then it'll bring you back in, and then there's a point like it hits a stride towards the end of the film, and it just gets it going, and the film definitely like takes a turn that I didn't expect whatsoever. Like I thought when this film kind of like got to its climax or like the big thing happened, I was just kind of like, that makes sense, and that is a very realistic thing. But I didn't think the film was going to take that chance and do it. But I did, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, because I think one thing I always appreciate when a film does is like show like the realistic nature of how things are, and especially in like this high school setting or like young teens or older teenagers, the life and the complications of how things aren't always as they appear to be, and trying to show like the brute raw nature of like the stuff people be dealing with and how they deal with those things. I think I appreciate the film just actually displaying that realness. Um, there was a few a few times of laughter, but but for the most part, I think the bright spots are when they're just like kind of just out and enjoying themselves. You know, you kind of see like it's one of the things, just like this the simplest stuff. It's like you have to. Those are the things you kind of gotta latch on to, no matter what. Because if you don't, you will get into like this dark space, and they do display that as well. Because like it gets kind of tough at times, you know. And you see it, and like people who aren't in your immediate circle, those people don't understand. Or sometimes even people in your immediate circle, you show them only so much, and then once you're by yourself, it's like the real you comes out, like the part nobody gets to see. Granted, someone should, because like it's dealing with like how depression, suicide, grief, all of that. It like shows all of that. And there are a couple other characters I kind of wish we'd gotten more into. Virginia Gardner's character, I wish I could have gotten more of her. She plays a friend, Amanda. Also, Lamar Johnson's character, he plays Charlie. I wish I could have got more from those two, just because I kind of feel like they what was going on with them. Also, Felix Millard's character, Romer. Like those three characters, I kind of feel like weren't utilized as much as I would have wanted to see them, because I feel like the stories they had were much more interesting than what we got, and they like kind of like teased them all, and I wanted to see like more in detail, like what exactly was going on, because Lamar is a close Lamar's character is a close friend of Theo. I just said one actor name, and then I said his character name. Well, Lamar Johnson's character is really close with Justin Smith's character, but I want a little bit more about that friendship dynamic. And Virginia Gardner's character is close with Ella Fanning's character. I wanted more detail as to like why she was feeling certain ways, you know. And Felix Millar's character, he's also close to Ella Fanning's character, but they kind of had this like weird dynamic with the two, where I didn't know if they were used to be boyfriend and girlfriend, or like she dated someone she knew, or they just used to be cool, or just to be friends. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was expressed enough for me to be able to see. I think Alexandra Shipp plays Justin Smith's sister, and she does a good job. I think Luke Wilson plays the father, Ella Fanning. Everybody, like I say, everybody does a pretty good job. It's just certain things I kind of wish I would have got to see more. I like and I like think that the film shines when it's being raw, and also when it shows those moments of true happiness and like being at peace. Yeah, you should definitely check it out. It's I don't know if I can like advise. It's like an advisory room on it. I don't think it's anything like a 13 Reasons Why to like. I didn't really get like the watching of it. Like it was the big controversy when it came out, but I don't think this is that at that level at all. But it's legit though. If I'm ranking it, I would give it like probably like a B minus. Yeah, the acting is good, and I just had those few little things, but definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the vid. I'll catch up with you guys later.